Is the weather. After an icy commute for folks this morning, how are conditions now here at lunchtime for your drive home later today?
And we have Ron Rhodes to answer those questions for us. Here's a live look and the area. We're going to check in with Katie Forcade in just a few minutes. She's live, but we want to check in with Ron first.
Yeah, Ron, so what exactly are we seeing? We talk about the timing of everything today. It looks like right now we have another round of that coming through.
Yeah, this is a heavier round, too. This is what concerns me the most. I think this window between now and about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, I think we're going to see the heaviest precipitation we're going to see across the tri-state in the form of freezing rain and sleet. The good news for some locations is that the temperature is above freezing. But that's only good news for a little while because it's going to refreeze when the temperature drops down below freezing, and it will do that for all of us here in the tri-state later on today. And now, if we take a look right now at what's going on, our Superior Ag camera, you can see we've also got a little fog too. Visibility is down to go with all the rain, the freezing rain, and the sleet and the snow that we have out there right now. Temperature right now is 28 degrees. All of us below freezing with a few exceptions down to the southeast, 34 degrees in Greenville, 33 in Beaver Dam, and 32 in Madisonville. And that is where we have the ice storm warning. Now, the National Weather Service has bumped up to the north the ice storm warning. It now includes Union County, Henderson County, Davis County, and Hancock County. So all of western Kentucky with an ice storm warning, and then north of the river we've got a winter weather advisory. That's not to say we're not seeing freezing rain, because we are. It's just going to be lesser amounts of that freezing rain. And as we take a look at live first warning Doppler radar, here's what's coming in now. And again, a heavier batch of precipitation. You got to call it that. We've got freezing rain and sleet. In fact, even though it's being indicated as snow in Gibson County, had a report from Susan Bacon up there of it being sleet and rain, or freezing rain. So not seeing the snow up there, but they are seeing some snow a little bit farther to the north. But I think this freezing rain, again, is going to push up over the next few hours a little bit farther to the north, north of I-64. But obviously the worst of it is going to be down to the south in western Kentucky. And of course, temperatures right now are hanging out there below the freezing mark. So it's all going to be glazing over. And you can see coming down at a pretty good clip right now. Well, coming up in a few minutes, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a look at the timing of this, show you how long it's going to be lasting, and how long it's going to be lasting at this rate, a pretty good rate, pretty intense rate of precipitation, coming up in a few minutes, Jake. Well, right now we've got Katie Forcade. She is out in Storm Tracker. Now, Katie, you've been checking out the roads today, and of course, Joe was out there earlier. I mean, have they gotten any better from when you came into work this morning, or are they looking a little bit worse than what you had? We've got this next round of precipitation moving in. What do you see?
Hey, that's right. Things are still pretty slippery out here. Actually, we've got some rain just starting up out here, so things are still pretty slick. I know my commute into work was not as fun this morning. My car did not want to warm up for me, and it definitely made me take my time more as I got onto the roads. I know roads were pretty slick this morning. Let me show you. We are in Henderson right now, so let me show you what things are looking like for us here on our drive. As you can see, roads are pretty wet, so I would definitely be very careful as you're heading out the door. Like I said, we've got some pretty good rain coming down all of a sudden now out here, so definitely be very careful. We have seen some ice patches here in Henderson along the sidewalks, people's driveways. I would be very, very careful if I were you heading out the door. We did talk to firefighters here in Henderson who do say it's been a pretty busy morning for them as well. They're asking people to only travel if it's necessary. They want to keep roads calm, pretty quiet. Overall, it just seems like, you know, people need to slow down if they are heading out the door, and please be very cautious. We will be here in Storm Tracker all day monitoring, kind of keeping an eye on everything and letting people know what we see. So please stick with us here on Eyewitness News. For now, live in Henderson, Katie Forcade, Eyewitness News. Back to you in the warm studio.
Hey, Katie, we appreciate that. And just like you're seeing right now, this morning, just about every road in the tri-state had some type of snow or ice on it. We've got a look now from our storm tracker. This is a few hours ago from when before Katie was out in it. We had Joe Bird giving us a look at the morning drive today. Some places had more of a slush underneath car tires, while some roads had a sheet of ice covering the asphalt. We had our first report of an accident today around 4 a.m. Calls of slide-offs and crashes still coming in at this hour. The first reported crash this morning actually was on the Twin Bridges. A semi-truck was involved in a collision on the northbound approach of the bridge. The response from fire trucks and ambulances caused a major backup on Highway 41. Traffic stood still for more than an hour before things were cleaned up and cars began moving north once again. But you can see those images of the roads from this morning showing just how much ice was still there. We also have images from crashes across the tri-state, especially western Kentucky today. This is a shot of a semi-truck on Oakford Road that turned over in a ditch this morning. That road near Highway 60 in the Stanley area of Davis County was closed for a few hours while they worked to try to get not only some of the items out of the back of that trailer, but also to try to get it back on its wheels. And this picture is from Henderson. Police showing us a car in a ditch. Also off the side of that road is the tow truck that responded. Look at the bottom of the picture at the ground specifically. The road is completely glazed over with ice. One spot in the city so slick, a salt truck flipped. And we also had reports of major slide-offs in Indiana as well. Here's one on Telephone Road in Warwick County. Joe Bird capturing this image. Sergeant Todd Ringel telling us with Indiana State Police that cars in several spots on Interstate 69 had issues today. So Gretchen, road conditions today are at the top of our mind as we continue throughout the day. Katie telling us what it's looking like in Henderson, and that's kind of a wrap-up of what we've seen earlier this morning.
That's right. Obviously, it's lunchtime, and then the big concern next is going to be that 5 o'clock hour commute. But as you were saying, Jake, it was a busy morning for first responders and tow truck companies as the freezing rain quickly fell across much of the tri-state. Joe Bird was out in our storm tracker this morning all day checking roads, and he shows us just some of the issues he came across.
Gretchen, it was a very busy morning across the tri-state when it comes to the roads and keeping track of all those accidents were this morning. You know, the rain came early in the morning, well before sunrise. Temperatures below freezing caused lots of black ice. And even though the roads were treated in a lot of areas, there were still some issues, especially like on Interstate 69. At the Covert Avenue exit, a car slid off this morning, hitting a guardrail. Luckily, did not go all the way down that embankment. And Western Kentucky was no exception either. Right there, the Kentucky 425 bypass that you would take going towards Morganfield to the west, that was causing some issues as well. In fact, that ramp had a lot of cars on it. Most all of them slid off the ramp in some fashion, and it took tow trucks quite a while to begin to work on that accident through there as all those cars were slid off. It couldn't get a salt truck up there by any means, so salt had to be put down by hand. A lot of those drivers were stuck up there for several hours.
We've been sitting here, most of us, since about 6:25 or earlier. Just want to hurry up and get to work.
And unfortunately, more of this winter weather is on the way. More rain for later on, and temperatures overnight going well below freezing, which will cause some more issues for the roads possibly for tomorrow morning. So we'll be sure to track those. Gretchen, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Joe. And in Henderson, public bus service is canceled for today due to weather conditions in the Henderson area. The Henderson Area Rapid Transit is suspending service today. They did so moments ago at noon. If conditions improve, the routes will start again at 9 tomorrow morning. Also in Henderson, Audubon State Park closed today, along with the museum. We'll keep you posted on air and online when both of those services reopen. And if you live in the city limits of Evansville and took your garbage and recycling out this morning, you may want to leave those cans right in the street there. Republic Services have suspended collection for the day because of the ice. Weather permitting, service will resume tomorrow where they left off.